Hi team, it's Gina Brooks, and today is Fitness Wednesday, Fitness Workout Wednesday? I don't know what we're gonna call it. But anyway, I am going to go over a variety of different strength trainings. And I'm gonna start with bis, tris, and shoulders. And then I'm just gonna show you the different variations. There's a lot of different types of biceps you could do, a lot of different triceps you can do, and a lot of different shoulders. I am going to do in a separate video, maybe next week, we'll do back and chest along with abs. And then finally we'll do legs. And then I'm gonna show you maybe at the end some different cardio moves. But I am gonna come up with a calendar, but this first 4 weeks, I'm just gonna do instructional. And then we're gonna do a Earn Your Thanksgiving Dinner Challenge. And there might be money involved. So stay tuned to that. And I'll have a calendar of all the things that I've taught you that you can do. Now at the bottom of this video, what I've done is all the exercises I'm going to show by category. So I'm going to do all the biceps, all the triceps, and all the shoulders. But then underneath, I'm going to mix them up. So I'm going to have 6 rounds that you could do on your own. And it lists each of the exercises by round. And what I encourage you to do if you want to add cardio to this workout, because I'm thinking, depending on how many rounds you do. So let's say you do all 6 rounds one time. There's no repeating exercises. I do that because it's fun, because I have the attention span of a gnat, that big. So it's important for me to always mix things up. So I love the idea of doing one exercise after another and after another. It keeps me motivated, keeps things moving. So what you can do is you can do 1 set of all of them. You could do 2 sets of all of them, and if you're advanced, go ahead and do 3. So it really depends on how much time you want to spend. I think I said before, I don't do anything less than an hour, sometimes an hour and 15 minutes. If I'm really stretched for time, maybe 45 minutes. But I think you'll see once I show you the exercises, time gets away from you very quickly. So if you just have time for 1 round, do 1 round. But what I do is in between each of those rounds that I'm going to list below this video, do at least 60 seconds of cardio. So you could do jumping jacks, you could do jump rope, you could march in place, high knees, butt kicks, whatever you want, but let's keep it moving. So if you're stretched for time, you can actually make your strength training by adding these little spurts of cardio. Okay, so I always have a quote, and I found a fitness one I'm so excited about. And it says, the secret to reaching your fitness goals is getting started. So we're gonna get started with all bis. So I'm gonna show you a bunch of different types of bis. I'm only gonna do it once. Now, usually when I work out, I do 45 seconds. So again, I use videos, so mine are all timed. I wish I could do that. Maybe when I get more experienced in this, I can have a timer and do the workouts with you. But I like to do 45 seconds, 15 seconds rest. Now, for this video purposes and maybe something that's more tangible to you, you could do anything between 10 to 16 reps. Now, I don't lift heavy, okay? So if you want to lift heavy, you can. You just probably won't have as many reps. I'm going to use, for instructional purposes today, I'm going to use 8 pounds and 12 pounds. Now, typically with biceps, I usually do 15 pounds minimum, sometimes 20 pounds. And shoulders, I stick around 15 pounds and 8 pounds. And then for tris, it's a little bit depending. If overheads, I do maybe like a 20 pound, and kickbacks, 8 pounds. So make sure you have your light, medium, and heavy dumbbells. And let's get started. I'm super excited to work out with you guys today. Okay, so let's start with alternating curls. Okay, so I'm going to actually use my 12 pounds for that. And alternating curls is basically, and I'm going to do form today, so I'm not actually doing the workout with you guys, so you're going to have to do this on your own. I'm going to show you form. And form is really important with biceps, and I'm going to go this way and this way. What you don't want to do is do biceps like this, and you don't want to go like this. What you want to do is get your elbows tightly into your waist. See how I got them tightly into my waist? And I'm putting all that pressure on my biceps now. So then you want to go up and squeeze and slow. And it's not about how fast you go. It's about how much attention and tension you are putting on your biceps. So alternating bicep curls, bicep is like this. And I want you to go up and down slow. Up and down slow. Another alternative you can do, if you want to speed things up, as soon as this one goes down, you go back up. Okay? And you want to keep doing that for your 16 reps. 10 to 16. Okay. So our next one is hammer curls. Hammer curls, same thing. We're not going back here. We're not swinging. If you're swinging, your weights are too heavy and you should drop your weights, okay? Because form is way more important than how much you're lifting. Okay, so hammer curls is just straight up, okay? Slow down. Straight up, slow down. You can go alternate if you wish. Like if you go heavy, like when I do 20 pounds, I just alternate my bicep curls, okay? I'll show you from the back. Now see how my elbows are into my waist? It's not back here and it's not up here, it's into my waist, okay? Our next one is wide curls, okay? So wide curls is just the same. Elbows into our waist and we're going up, slowly down. Up, slowly down. So you're basically doing a U shape. Not a U shape, W shape. I don't even know my alphabet anymore, okay? So up, squeeze, slowly down. Okay. I'm getting tired. I'm gonna switch to my 8. I'm not used to talking and exercising, so whew, that's really, I gotta work on my endurance. Okay, so after wide curls, we're gonna have curl pulses. And curl pulses is just like isolating your muscle. So you wanna go again into your waist here, and you're just gonna pulse. Okay, like maybe 2 inches. Okay, and you really, when you're pulsing, don't waste your time. If you're not gonna squeeze those biceps, all you're doing is wasting time. So if you're just going like this, and you're not even thinking mind, muscle combinations, it's important to I think about my bicep. I'm squeezing my bicep. So pulsing 1 to 2 inches, okay? For 10 to 16. Okay, another one is a 2x2 hold, which is kind of fun. So you're in isolation mode on one arm, and on the other arm, you do 2, stop in the middle, 2, stop in the middle, 2. And all that's doing is it's isolating your bicep on one side by holding it, and you don't have to sit there and squeeze the heck out of your barbells. Just hold them lightly. Okay, you can even cup them. And I always say it's like serving like a waiter is serving on a platter. That's kind of how you're holding your weights for bicep curls, okay? So 2, isolation, 2, and you can go on the bottom, isolation, and you can go on the top, isolation. Okay. Whew. So the last bicep we're gonna do, they're called 21s, and they're kind of fun. So basically it's 7, 7, 7, right? So you're doing 7 at the bottom, okay? And then you're going on top, 7 at the top to the middle, and then you're doing full bicep curls, 7. So 7, 7, 7. And you can do that, it's 21, so you really only need to do 1 round of that instead of like the 10 to 16, okay? So that concludes our bicep section. So we did alternating curls, we did slow hammer curls, go up, down, slow. We did wide curls, We did curl pulses. Now you can do curl pulses like this, and you can do curl pulses like this. So you're just pulsing like an inch, maybe 2 inches, okay? Then we did isolations, 2 on one side, 2 on the other side, alternating. And then we did our 21s, 7 at the bottom, 7 top to mid, and full range of motion, 7. Okay, there we go. Woo! Okay, now triceps. Triceps are my weakest, and I think for most women, that's kind of the part that we find most troubling, because we don't want that like flabby, you know, when you wave. I got a little bit there, don't I? Yeah, work on that. So we get that flabby flap. Well, that's what the tricep work is for, and it's very important for us women. If you want nice, strong, sleek arms, you need to do and work on your triceps. So we're gonna do different variations of triceps, and I might have to get on the floor, so hopefully you'll be able to see me, but I'm gonna use my bench as well. So I'm gonna switch up my weights for some of these. Okay, the first one is overhead extensions. Now if you have one weight, which is what I usually use, like a 20 or 25, you put your hands over here, and what's really important is if you're using a weight, I'm gonna kind of show you, make sure you're like this. Don't do like this, because usually you're distributing most of your weight and work on one arm. So make sure you hold it like this so you're distributing all the tension on both arms, okay? Another tip is when you're doing this, don't do flap arms. It's in the chicken dance. You gotta bring those arms in. As girls with the ponytails, you can put your head down a little bit, but you want to make sure that your elbows are in to your ears, okay? Very important. If you do this, you're not getting anything. So bring those suckers in, and you go up, extend all the way. Up, extend all the way back down. Almost to full extension, but not completely locked out ever. So down, full extension up. Back down, full extension up, okay? And it's important to hold your core in. That's your stabilizer. Make sure you always hold your core in strong. And bend your knees. I always bend my knees when I do any weighted exercises, because it helps support your body while you're doing this, okay? Whew, I'm getting so tired. I worked out already this morning. I'm working out again with you guys. I really, you know what I'm gonna start doing is I'm just start talking while I do cardio so I can get up my endurance. Okay, this is another one of my least favorites. I actually hate everything having to do with tricep, but we're gonna do a tricep dip. And I'm gonna use my handy dandy bench. I didn't show you guys this last time because it's really heavy, and I asked for it for Christmas and got it. And it's so heavy that I have a really hard time carrying it around. But you can do almost everything with it, and it's more for power stuff, which I think I was ambitious, and then I realized my knees, I can't just jump up. You know, it's really for like that extreme training where you're like jumping up here and doing stuff like that. Well, I'm not using it for that. So what I use it for is I can use it as a bench, and I can actually lower it and use it as a step. So today I'm gonna use it for my tricep dips. Now I'll do my tricep dips off of a coffee table. I do it off of our couch. So anywhere I can do it. And sometimes you can actually just do it on the floor. But if you want more, I don't know what you call it, mobility, but if you want more room to actually go up and down, I would do it on something. Now, if you want to make it more difficult, more advanced, you can actually put your legs out, or you can have your legs in. I'm going to show you the legs in version because I am tired. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see me. Maybe I'll go this way. Okay, so I have my hands on the bench. Okay, so I have my knees here. Now, I'm not going like this. I'm going back and down. And what's also important is you're not using your butt to get you up and down. you're purely using your triceps, okay? So the only thing that should move, keep the rest of your body completely still, and the only thing that should move is your elbows going back. So down, up, down, up, down, up. Now you can get real creative if you want to get more advanced. You can do these. You can put your legs out, which really hurt. There's all kinds of variations you can do, but that is a tricep dip. Okay. So tricep kickback, to me that's the easiest and it's fun. So I'm going to use my 8s. I don't do more than 8s for my tricep kickbacks, to be honest with you. Sometimes I'll even use 5s if I want to really concentrate on it, because it is a small muscle and it's kind of hard to get comfortable. So what you want to do, you want to bend down, okay? You're going to have a straight back, none of this and none of this, a straight back. And you're going to want to put your elbows to your waist, kind of just like you did with your bicep curls, right? But this time, you are going to go back. Now, you're not going to fly up. You're not going to fly back. You're going to stay in and extend all the way out, hold. Come back in, extend all the way out, hold. Extend all the way back, hold. That hold is really important. Now, you can always do one weight at a time, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. But the whole key is, I want to see this little muscle I'm trying to develop? If you hold, that's what that gets. So hold it. Feel your muscle. Actually feel the tension. Okay. Those are fun. Okay. Skull crushers. I love skull crushers, but one thing I've learned is you think you can do more than you can. So what I typically do is I get 1 weight. You can use 2 going this way. I feel like for me, 1 weight is easier to control. So I'm going to get down on this bench to try to show you guys. Let's see if I can figure a way to show you. I'm gonna have to go on the ground. Hopefully you guys can see. I think you guys can see. I'm gonna go this way. I will learn this video so I can show you guys better next time, but so you lay down. You're gonna put your elbows almost, you wanna lean your arms back a little bit, okay? And then you're gonna wanna secure your elbows. All you're doing is moving the weight back, okay? Your elbows do not move at any time. So go back, all the way up. And I know this doesn't look like it's going to my skull, right? This is a different type. Now if I had 2, try it this way. If I had 2, I would go a little bit straighter and I go right down by my ear, okay? When I have 1, you're gonna move it back. And you can feel the tension right here. You're gonna move it back and this way. If you have 2, this way, okay? And while I'm down here, we're gonna grab 2 of our weights. Now this is something you can do a real heavy weight with. I would probably use 20s. And this is basically almost like a push-up, but you're doing a tricep, okay? So you want your triceps down by your side, and all you're doing is you're going straight up. You're not going like over your chest. You're going down here, and you're putting your elbows right down by your waistline. So go down, hug your waistline, back up. Down, hug your waistline, back up, okay? And the last tricep move I'm gonna show you, that was a tricep press, by the way, is my least favorite of all times. And I actually can do push-ups, but this tricep one kills me. So what I've learned, to get stronger at this, you can do what's called a hand release tricep push-up, and I'll show you how to do that. I'm trying to think of the best way to show you. Let's do it this way. Okay, so if you need to go on your knees, go on your knees. And you want to have your elbows parallel to your shoulders, okay? And you're going to go straight down, lift your arms, okay? See how my arms are going back? Straight up. So down, lift your triceps up, and then straight up. So it's like a push-up, but your whole concentration is going on your triceps. I didn't mean this instruction stuff. I'm like getting a good workout. Thank you guys. See, you guys are helping me. Help me help you. We're in this together. So our last section that we're doing is shoulders, and I love shoulders. That is probably my favorite, to be honest with you. I do a lot of shoulder work. I love how this looks. I love developing shoulder work. For us ladies, it's nice when we wear evening gowns or straps, like spaghetti straps. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with an Arnold Press, named after Arnold Schwarzenegger. Apparently he came up with this one, but I like it. So you start out in front, okay? So the biggest thing you need to do when you're working with your shoulders is you want them parallel, okay? Almost like you're doing a chest press. Okay, so I want them here. I'm never gonna go lower than here. I'm going parallel to where my shoulders naturally go, okay? So with my dogs are looking at me. So with a Arnold press, you start here, you're circling around and up, okay? And then back. See how my shoulders are staying parallel? And then back up. So down, parallel, the front, open up. What's great about this particular move is not only are you working your shoulders, you are working your chest. So when you come here, you can actually give it a little squeeze, and that's working your chest as well, okay? So back up, and that's the Arnold, okay. Next, we just have the basic shoulder press. And what that one is, a lot of people do it different ways. You can go this way. I'm not a fan. So I just do the traditional, this way, and straight up. Now what I learned is you don't want to go, you get tired like I am right now. You want to finish it? No. It should never go past this point. You go up, it's actually not that big of a movement if you think about it. Down, back up, down, back up, down. You can alternate. You get tired, alternate, whatever's comfortable for you. Okay. Another one that I have difficulty in is lateral raises. I don't have a ton of strength in my rotor cuffs. I think that's what they're called. And I do have a little bit of difficulty, and sometimes I do have, I don't know if it's arthritis or tendonitis or some itis in my shoulders, but I do have to be particularly careful with lateral raises. So if I want to do a more difficult one, I don't have my fives with me, but I would do more like straight with a little bit, you have a little curve in your, let me see if I can go this way. So I have a little bit of curve in my elbows. You don't want to go lock them out. That's going to hurt your elbow. So you can have a little bit of a break in your elbows. And then some people do them like this as well. Okay, so whatever's more comfortable for you. I tend to, for whatever reason, all my workouts, we do them like this. Down and up, down. And you want to be careful with your neck. And don't tense up your shoulders like this when you're doing these exercises. That's where you get injured. Try to relax them. I know it's hard, but try down and up, okay? And so the next one is very similar, except for instead of doing it laterally, we're doing it in the front. So again, a little bit of curve in your elbow to not, you don't have to lock it out. Down and up. Down, hold it, and up. I'm showing you stuff really quickly, but my suggestion is always to slow it down, like up, slowly down. Up, slowly down. You're gonna get more bang for your buck if you isolate those moves and slow them down. Okay. Woo. Alternating upright rows. I say alternating, I typically use probably 15 pounds if I'm alternating. Otherwise, I would just do them together. But an upright row is to here. Now it's not up to here and it's not here. Watch my arms. It's up here, okay? And be careful with your wrists. You can really jack those up. Just be neutral, okay? And don't get your shoulders up to your ears, okay? So neutral. So I'm gonna do one at a time, okay? Down, up, and down. Then two, and down, up, and down. So your elbow just naturally goes up and down, and that gets you, right? That's where I get that little muscle happening right there, okay? Next, bent over delt flies. Okay, so this is our last one. Thank you, Lord Jesus. But I'm gonna show you how to do it. You can do it standing, you know. I prefer sitting, and this is kind of funny for us ladies, but you basically put your chest in your lap if you're flexible. And I'll show you what you do next. Okay, so my chest is in my lap, okay? My back is straight, and I'm going to lift laterally my weights to the natural position of my shoulders, okay? And I'm gonna look forward because I don't want to injure my neck. And speaking of neck, always try to look 10 inches in front of you and keep a stable neck, okay? So I'm gonna concentrate on up here. You can do a back fly and you're flying backwards. This one you're just going absolutely straight up to your cats and to your shoulder. So up, squeeze, down. Up. This is a really hard move. I would probably use my fives in this. That's how small of a muscle that is. So, well, actually it's a large muscle, but a small motion, a small extension. So up and down. So I'm going up and down, up and down. And a rule of thumb is to always lead with your pinky, okay? On any kind of lateral work, if you think about it, you're leading with your pinky. You're not going out this way. Okay, so we learned a lot. We learned that I'm out of shape cardiovascularly since I quit running, that I need to talk more while I'm working out so I can get endurance, so I can encourage you guys more. But I hope you guys learned something. Like I said, I'm gonna put a really, really fun workout, 6 rounds. Each round has a bicep, a tricep, and a shoulder. You will not do the same exercise twice unless you go all the way to the front again and do another round of 6, okay? So beginners, just do 1 round of all 6. If you wanna shake it up a little bit more, do 2 rounds. My advanced, do 3 rounds. In between each exercise, I do my bicep, and then I do 30 seconds of jumping jacks. I do my triceps, 30 seconds of jumping jacks. I do my shoulders. I do some jumping rope. You can do anything in between, as long as you're not talking like me, to build up your endurance. And you can make a strength exercise. You can see how hard I'm breathing because I'm moving through the exercises really quickly. And that's the thing, you can burn a lot of fat and a lot of calories with weight training. And what's great about weight training and different from cardio is I will burn more calories in rest doing strength than I will in cardio. That's a win-win. So anyway, thank you so much. I hope that you learned something. I hope that you join me each Wednesday. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Please subscribe to this video before you leave, just push the little subscribe button on my YouTube channel and visit Workplace Wanda at www.workplacewanda.com. Please support my vision to inspire, motivate not only you, but me. You'd be surprised how much you actually are motivating me. We're in this journey together, and I couldn't be more thrilled to do this with you, my viewers. Anyway, toodles, have a great night. Bye.